MARDUK have been releasing punishing, unrelenting black metal for over 20 years, and their latest album, Serpent is certainly no exception. We caught up with guitarist and founding member Morgan Hokkanssson and asked him what we can expect from this new album.
What should I tell you? I mean, it's our 12th full-length album, studio album, and should I say, it symbolizes the strength of the band in the year of 2012 after 22 years. And cliche thing to say that you think it's the best album you have done, but I'm very proud of it. But I'm proud of all the albums we have done. But I think this is the most diabolical album we have done in a long time, in the way that it maybe shines through even more than on the other albums, and the message comes forth very right in your face. And the album title is very much speaking for the whole concept of the album.
Well, Serpent has this brutal, crushing, heavy sound, but it also takes on some different directions. Is it important for you to keep pushing yourselves creatively?
In a way, yes, but I mean, of course, it's always important to push boundaries, but I mean, when it comes to create music, we really don't sit down and think that we have to do an album that is in a certain direction. But I mean, we go where the creativity takes us, and we just let the energy flow, and it takes us in the direction it takes us. Then we spend a lot of energy in trying to make music and lyrics become one, so they reflect each other. That's what I believe in.
Yeah.
To create dynamics, I think it's really important that they reflect each other, so you paint a strong picture in the mind of what it's all about.
What was the songwriting process like for this album?
I mean, it's hard to say because it's different from song to song. I mean, there's no specific pattern when we work on music. Sometimes for example, I can have a song title in my head or just a lyric line, and everything comes to the right place. And sometimes you work with a riff, and all of a sudden you sit with the whole song, and then you need to work to get the lyrics to work together, so the song becomes the heart-hitting unit it should be. So it's different from song to song.
Has your approach changed over all these years?
To songwriting?
Yeah.
No, not really. It's always been that different from song to song.
Yeah.
Serpent has been garnering some great reviews, and many people are calling it MARDUK's best album in years. It was released on June 5th by Century Media Records and in partnership with the band's own Blood Dawn Productions. We asked Morgan what the recording process was like.
We as a band have worked with music and lyrics, and who should know better than us how we want it? I mean, we don't need any outside to come in and tell us that we should sound like this or that. I mean, we're competent enough after all the years to know how we want it, and I mean, we record in a studio which is owned by our bass player, and that makes it also easier to work because we can work in a, should I say, relaxed atmosphere. We can go in and work 3 days, 4 days in a row, day and night, without taking a break, and then I can go home for a week and then go back when I feel in the right mood to do the recording. We don't have to work in a different city or even a different country and work from 9 to 5 and having studio technicians that need to go out, pick up children or whatever. We can do it the way we like it, and I think that is a spirit that's being reflected in the recording, and we can have the artifacts in the studio that no other studio would like to have.
Yeah.
So for us, it's a perfect thing to do.
Well, the artwork on the album's quite striking as well. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
It's done by our vocalist Mortus. And as I said before, when it comes to music and lyrics, who know better how it should sound than we, and who better know how to get the reflection when it comes to the artwork than us. So we do it by ourselves as well, so we get the true reflection of what it's all about.
Well, you keep pretty much everything in-house?
Yeah, we like to have control over what we do.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Because a lot of bands just do an album, they just have somebody do a cover artwork or just take an artwork, and it doesn't really reflect the music, but we think it's equal importance. I mean, music, lyrics, the visuals, everything is of equal importance to get the message.
I recently read this story that you guys were banned from playing in Minsk. Now, I think the quote that I read was, one of the quotes anyway, was, "The band preaches Satanism, which is nothing to do with art." What do you have to say to that sort of closed-mindedness?
I mean, it's strange, but I mean, you also have to consider it's the last dictatorship there is around, especially in the European part. So I mean, it's a strange thing to say how he can judge that. And he also said that we're singing about death and about the Third Reich, and our music can be considered nothing as destructive. So for me, it was very flattering that somebody reacted that way, because he's absolutely correct. He nailed it.
Yeah. I just thought it was arrogant that he could say that it wasn't art. How could you
For me, it was inspiring. You know,
Yeah.
it was a long time ago we had any turbulence like that going on in the world. So it was a huge inspiration. It makes me even more hungry to create.